We saw the post on social media, and we saw the misinformation and disinformation. Somebody even wrote a piece that I read saying that this is a precursor to the coming of a council. These are judges that are coming to engage the Chief Justice as to how a council should come in later to remove President Bill. You and I know that that is not true. And so that is why we were quick to communicate. You heard my deputy was on social media with a voice note communicating to the membership that these people are coming to assess the implementations of the Agreement of National Unity and tripartite recommendations. But then you heard these people spreading these rumors. But I keep saying this to our members and membership and supporters. We've been on this for long. We started with the Bitumani agreement. Just after the agreement, I came out and said, this is it. We need to start preparing. Of course, you heard the insults, you heard the accusations, the allegations of me collecting money and all of these things. We shifted to tripartite, right? When the TOR of the tripartite committee came out, I was here again. And I warned our membership and supporters that no, the TOR does not speak to rerun. Read, and you will understand exactly what the tripartite committee is about. Again, you know, the same set of people. You know, so we have been on this. And then next we went to, a council is coming on September 15th. And they asked people again to mobilize. People were arrested on September 15th in Joy because this same set of people asked them to jump on the street and welcome a council. And that did not happen. Now, this visit again, the same misinformation. How much longer do you have to continue believing this misinformation? How can you even, in your own right sense, how can you even think that anyone outside of the structures of the APC will have more information, factual information, than the mouthpiece of the party? How is that even possible? These people don't attend these meetings. They are not privy to the discussions in these meetings. They are not privy to these agreements. Some of them do not even understand the contents of these agreements. And when the mouthpiece of the party speaks to you, somebody else speaks, you want to believe what that person is saying over what the mouthpiece of the party is saying?
Your Secretary General, your party's Secretary General, has contrary information as to the information you've been sharing on media on a daily basis. Are you frightened about it?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
His constant post on, say, X and all the rest.
Like with regards to
elections results and so to speak. I suppose you've been following same.
Okay, so let us distinguish this here. The Secretary's position as far as elections results are concerned and mine are no different. We share the same, that the results announced by the ECSL were not accurate. We all agree on that. Nobody is disputing that, except, of course, people in government. But you look at local observers, international, us, main opposition, we agree on that. But the fact of the matter is, that is what led us to Bitumani. Okay. That is what led us to Bitumani. And from the Bitumani dialogue, agreements were reached. And our leader then, who was our presidential candidate, is signatory to all of those agreements. He is signatory to the Agreement for National Unity. He is signatory to the tripartite report. And we all heard the joint statement him and Dr. David Senge made in front of President Bill. Who was the tripartite report handed to? To President Bill. So who is going to lead the implementation of the recommendations? President Bill. So do you think he's going to lead his own removal from office? Does that make sense to anyone? So why would people even see all of these things and still think that President Bill is going to be the architect of his own removal from office?
You keep saying, Sidi, our then leader, I couldn't help but notice that. Are you saying Samura Kamara is no longer leader and presidential candidate of the main opposition or People's Congress?
No, he's not. As per our constitution, he's not. Section 47 of the APC constitution is very clear that when you contest an election, okay, first it's the office, not the individual. The office of the leader and deputy leader only exists when you contest the election and you win as president or vice president and vice president respectively. But when you contest and then you lose, 6 months after the day the Chief Electoral Commissioner announces the result of the winner of the presidential election, those offices cease to exist. They become vacant until the next National Delegates Conference, when we shall elect the new leader. And that is, the Constitution further says, regardless of whether you challenge the result of that presidential election in the Supreme Court. So regardless of whether you challenge the result, 6 months after the day that announcement is made, that office becomes vacant. So it is way past December 2023, which was 6 months after the June election. So Dr. Samura Kamara is no longer the leader. That is why a few days ago you saw a photo of the deputy leader handing over the keys to his own office that was allocated to him as deputy leader of the party.